Hey, what's up guys? We're back again with the best giant Sparky deck in Clash Royale. This deck is consistently played in the top 100 in the world and has played as high as 8,200 trophies. Too many people assume that Sparky is a trash can on wheels, while this deck is racing to the top of ladder. So we're here to bust that myth and show you why this deck is so successful. Especially when you play against Logbait, people feel like it's unwinnable. But having Sparky in the deck, there's actually a method behind the madness. You want your opponent to rocket the Sparky, even though it's an even elixir trade, and almost every Logbait player does this. If they rocket your Sparky in single elixir, you will instantly win. All Logbait decks have for splash damage is a princess or rocket. So when you go for a giant minion horde at the river and they don't have rocket because they just use it on the Sparky and you arrow away the princess, it's gonna pierce their heart and their soul because they're gonna have no way to defend. So that skillless giant minion horde bridge spam will win you the game and be your claim to fame. That simple strategy is just the tip of the iceberg for this deck. Mirror unlocks the untapped potential of Sparky and allows you to defeat all of the difficult matchups. Usually, a lot of control decks are not going to let your giant ever break through. But when their first giant gets countered by a building and you get another giant on the field and it's level 16, they're going to be forced to drop a ton of stuff. Depending on the situation in your opponent's card hand, you'll support your giant with the fierce power of friendship with the mini pack of bats or the minion horde. All of these cards have devastating destructive firepower, and as long as your opponent doesn't distract you, you're going to take their tower. And if they think they can distract you, they're going to have a super sad time. You've got arrows and zap and even a stupid proof mirror, so if you miss your first spell, you can just do another one. As the level 16 giant and the support cards stroll through towards your opponent's tower, removing every distraction in its way, the power of friendship will be at the ultimate display. If pro players are struggling to stop a no-skill Sparky deck like this, you guys already know we have to test it out for ourselves. So let's go jump straight to ladder, take everyone's trophies, and assert dominance. Thanks to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to support the channel. All right, let's get it. So we got to give us Lord Falcon. So if we can give him the Falcon punch with the giant and the mini P.E.K.K.A., I'll be pretty happy about our situation. 100% can arrows on top of whatever he spams on this side because the bomber is going to be guaranteed value, and then I'm only going to be netting a -1 trade with whatever else I hit.
I don't have friends. I got family.
So I think I'll vibe with this. I'm not going to spend my arrows just yet. I wonder if double arrows kills a Night Witch. I've never done that before. Well, I guess we'll find out eventually. Mini P.E.K.K.A, put in the work. Oh my gosh, the Mini P.E.K.K.A maneuvered around. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how the Mini P.E.K.K.A maneuvered around, killed the Night Witch, and then went back towards the Golem. That is the most intelligent mini P.E.K.K.A I've ever had in my life. Usually my mini P.E.K.K.As are stupid, they go on skeletons, and they get no value whatsoever. I'm a believer in the mini P.E.K.K.A value. Mini P.E.K.K.A supremacy out here. Let's go. I can go in for a giant plus bats and then potentially arrows here. I don't know. Oh, tornadoes. Tornado and baby dragon are out of cycle. What are you going to have for minion horde? What you gonna do when the mini P.E.K.K.A is coming for you with the minion horde? This is ridiculous. There's nothing. He's got to go in for a bomber to the other side to kite the minion horde. That is the most desperate maneuver I've ever seen. Oh, I hate that card. I hate that card so much to the point that I'm gonna go for mini P.E.K.K.A early on, so then when you pop the ability, it doesn't go near my tower. I'm sick and tired of the Skeleton King. It is the most obnoxious card in Clash Royale where you pop that ability, and if it goes onto the tower, your opponent goes kaboom. There's no way of outplaying it, because if I drop like a zap, then the skeletons are staggered, and I can't hit them all at once. And it's also going to be a 2 elixir investment, so then I might have to go in for like another thing. Generally with this deck, the way that you want to play against it is abusing the fact that you've got minion horde, mirror, and a lot of crazy air cards that your opponent doesn't want to deal with. This is hilarious, though. He just went in for the worst Night Witch of 2022. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. I think it's all going to die here because our bats should win out against his, and then I can go in for a giant as well. So we're going to be able to build up a pretty big push here, and maybe even go for some simultaneously split lane aggression. If I go for a giant on the other side, we might be able to get value. I'm just hoping that I can force out more elixir here. That's what we're going for, to be honest. I want arrows as well, and then hopefully kill the Skeleton King. If I can kill the Skeleton King, then I think we're in a good spot. That's all I need to have happen, because the Skeleton King is what's going to take my tower, nothing else. All right, maybe I got to go for like a bats here on top of the baby dragon just to finish that off. He's going to go for a lightning, so that was a great play on his end, but I'll get a mini P.E.K.K.A down. In the blink of an eye, snapping the fingers, we're still ready to snap your tower, brother. I've got double arrows on deck, so I think I can clean up the tombstone whenever he drops it. I think we're going to test it. Does double arrows end up killing the Night Witch? It doesn't, but it's really close. That is ridiculously close. All I have to do is cycle back. I don't think that's going to be a problem. He might go Skeleton King at the river or something.
We can still win this.
So All right, that's a Golem. That's not too bad. I can shut that down with a mini P.E.K.K.A and a minion horde. Even if you go in for that, you're still going to lose because I go for Zap, I go for arrows, and then I go in for the mirrored arrows, and I walk away with a win. So very fun and crazy game. I've never spelled cycled someone with mirror arrows, but I guess there's a first for everything. Crushing Skeleton King makes me feel alive. I hate playing against that card. Let me know down below in the comment section what your most hated card is in Clash Royale. After crushing the king, we are 7,000 in the world. Hey, we got a game against Kirby. What's going on, my dude? First things first, we're just going to drop a good luck and we're going to figure out what he's got. Definitely don't want to make the first move with this deck. You guys already know the deal. And this guy's going to have log bait. So this is one of those matchups that almost everyone that has Sparky complains about. And I'm here to show you guys the pathway to success. It's actually very winnable as long as you can get them to rocket your Sparky in single elixir and then you just arrow away the princess. So that's what I'm going to be aiming to do here. Also, the bat's going to stay alive behind the giant, so that was well worth arrowing. I'm going to force out way more elixir now. So if I Sparky here, his guards are out of cycle, so he will rocket this. And then when he rockets this, he's going to have a really, really bad trade because he's not going to have splash damage besides the princess that will get arrowed down. So then the minion horde and the giant will be able to wreck him. So I really want him to rocket this. Let's go!
Mission abort. Repeat. Mission abort.
No!
That's what I'm talking about. So there's two things I can do. I can go in for a Sparky that's mirrored up in the back and then build up a big push. I don't have the best card cycle, so I rather go in for this and then follow up with the giant and have him princess and have him lock onto the wrong thing. So he's already saying good game. He thinks that the game is over because it's really, really, really tough for him to defend this. Any princess that he drops just gets arrowed and then the minion horde wins me the game. So that's the strategy. You can never, and I repeat, never rocket a Sparky in single elixir if you're playing against our deck. And I love showing you guys this because now all those super obnoxious log bait decks that you can never beat with your own Sparky decks, you'll crush them because people in the top 200 even make that mistake. Some of the best players in the world don't even know that they're not allowed to go in for like a rocket on the Sparky because who would have thought that that would be a game-losing interaction? Because for centuries, people have complained, wow, I'm never able to beat rocket Sparky counters of log bait or any like hog rider deck. But yeah, we finally figured out the sauce. We finally have the pathway to success. So I'm going to go for the minion horde and I'm going to go for a giant in the middle. And this will likely do enough damage to win me the game as well, because I want to be able to take 2 towers here. If this guy's expecting to cycle back to another princess, he is one wild child. Definitely going to be a pretty fun situation where I'm able to get the minion horde on top of the second tower just to, you know, cruise control, take a little bit more pastoral crowns, and just vibe. You know, we've definitely won this one with 47 seconds remaining. It's just a formality to play it out. I wonder what this guy's thinking when a level 16 giant is coming at him and he doesn't have a Tesla because he dropped it earlier on the first one. I feel like this is traumatic from the side of a log bait player. Like, you have to rocket on top of a minion horde if you don't have princess alive, and I'll always be able to arrow on top of your princess. So it's either a negative trade that he has to do in single elixir. He should always rocket on top of the minion horde, but who's going to think of that? No one. 6,300 in the world. Let's keep cruising up. Maybe we can go for like a Sparky in the back if he decides to cycle something. Oh, beautiful. That's what we like to see. You're surrendering your sanity, spamming your stuff right into the Sparky. That is surrendering 4 elixir to the almighty shrine of the Sparky. Sparky is divine when she gets that elixir.
Fresh meat.
You know what you gotta do?
I don't want to know what you gotta do.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Yes! That was insanely good! Are you kidding me right now? He clumped up all of his stuff, wasted his Electro Spear, and then got wasted in the process. If you lightning that, you cannot be serious. You cannot be serious. Please, please. Yes! Let's go! He's gonna go in for like skeletons or something. I'm gonna zap him. He's gonna get crushed. That's a Dark Prince. I don't know if zapping this is smart. I feel like it wasn't, but I kind of wanted to, so then the Dark Prince didn't finish that off. How did I get nothing from that? I feel like my Sparky incinerated 1,000,000 elixir, and I almost got hit in the face by a Dark Prince shield. That's crazy. If we can get him in a bad card cycle where we giant here, and then the Fisher Boy pulls the wrong thing again, and then we go for Minion Horde afterward, this could work out.
Target acquired.
There's a chance we could do the dance. I don't know if the Minion Horde is going to be able to kill the Hunter. Why is the Hunter targeting the wrong stuff? You know what? I shouldn't be asking that question. That's good for me. That went worse for me, yet it went better. Someone explain that for a second. Like, Clash Royale, you need to, like, get your inner workings and your laws in the world to start working the right way. That made no sense whatsoever. I literally got the Fisherman to yoink my Sparky, and I got more damage than when it didn't yoink the Sparky in it, yoink the Giant, and then also let me hit the Musketeer and the Fisherman all in once. That made no sense. So I'm going to go in for a skill horde here. You guys already know the deal. When the Musketeer is out of cycle, this guy has a lot to fear. Oh my gosh, he has nothing. He literally has nothing. Why would you go for a Hunter on the other side? I guess he didn't think I was going to be that stupid. He thought I was a better player than I am. Let's go! That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes being more stupid will become more successful for you in the long run. If you don't know, now you know. And then we're able to go in for the Sparky shot and hit everything at once. We are truly popping off. There's no doubt that he's going to lightning that and then not be able to kill. And then I can go in for a Giant here. Maybe I can take both towers at the same time. Simultaneously spamming ensures success. Let's get it. I'm going to follow with the minion horde as well. I wonder if I can take 2 towers. Come on. Fulfill the Sparky sauce. Give me the pass Royale quicker. And also my masteries. But reflecting back on that, I think if you mirror up a Sparky or if you mirror up any unit, it counts towards the masteries of the mirror instead of that unit. So I wouldn't have leveled up my Sparky masteries as fast as I wanted to. Hey, we've got a game against the King Leo. What's up, dude? The resistance. Hopefully you have absolutely no resistance for this Sparky. If she is able to electrocute you, you're going to be a super sad sir, and we're going to be a sinister scoundrel. If I can get him to start to spam into me, I've got Mini P.E.K.K.A. and I've got Sparky and I've got Minion Horde next on deck. So I'm just going to chill, relax, and wait and then get a much better fate and double. But I guess that's not even in the cards for us. If I have Mini P.E.K.K.A. here and I've got arrows and zap, I can eliminate any distraction that he has. As long as he doesn't have barbarians, I think we're going to have a really good spot. So I'm going to go for the Zapparino. I'm also going to be holding my arrows in case he decides to go in for like that. I just don't want to deal with it. And we're just going to snag a super easy tower. Generally in this matchup, you don't want to go same lane, at least from my experience, because you're able to do that. And then just going for bats on top of the Lava Hound, get a arrows or zap from your opponent, and then unleash the minion horde afterward. That's my best interaction that I've gotten. So I'm going to minion horde here and make sure that we can kill the baby dragon. Also, keeping the minion horde fully HP is really nice. Making sure that I drop it afterwards is definitely going to present more problems for our opponent. And then I can go for a mini pack in the middle just to solve the riddle and then tank for the rest of the minions. I'm not going to zap because I just think that would just cost more elixir than I want to. And it's better for me to always have an elixir advantage with this deck. With 2 elixir, I can do a lot more than just, 50 HP on the tower. It's just not worth it. Even if you take tower here, it's still going to be fine. I don't care. Remember, we have a lot of answers to your zap counters, like going in for like skeleton army, going in for bats, going in for all that stuff. You are just going to get overwhelmed by my amount of spells. Heck, I can even mirror it up if I wanted to for an instantaneous zap on all of the skeletons. So that would be pretty fun. I think it's better for me to go in for a mirrored up giant on the other side and then go for bats here as well. So now he has a huge problem with the giant going towards the 3 crown. Also, the bats are probably going to die, but it is what it is. I think that's fine. I'm going to go for a minion horde early on while the giant takes the tower on the other side. So now the baby dragon is going to be going towards the healthier tower when he needs to try to 3 crown me because we are guaranteed to take that tower in the right hand lane. I'm also going to go in for a Zapparino just because I want to make sure that I can get some more. I think I go giant here just to soak up the rest of the damage. If the minions can stay alive, that would be a vibe. Not looking so spicy anymore. I think I overcommitted a little bit, guys. But you know what? When you commit hard, you commit even harder. That's how this game is meant to be played. You do not run away from problems. You face them head first with the giant. So I'm going to arrows here. I think I should be able to kill almost all of his stuff. And then when he goes in for a skeleton army, I will zap it down and then have the giant or the mini P.E.K.K.A. win us the game. So yeah, GG, well played, and peace out, buddy. It was a pleasure taking all of your towers and asserting dominance in a surgical fashion, taking towers one by one. 26 trophies. Let's see where we're in the world after that one. We have not lost many games today, and we're at 4,400. You love to see it. So let's see if we can keep it up and get like 5 wins in a row today. That'd be ridiculous. But you guys already know the deal. I'm not psychoing a single thing. This guy is going to go in for the king in the back, and we are ready to tank and spank with our giant and have that Sparky give him the ultimate surprise. I think that Sparky is one of those cards that most people are just not anticipating anymore, and the fact that it counters champion decks so well is ridiculous. Like, it's one of the few things that can actually assassinate those champions pretty quick. Wow, he poisoned on that. If you don't have poison in cycle, what are you going to do when I minion horde you? Like, I'm actually interested in that. I'm going to go bats. I want to follow up with the minion horde when I get the chance. I don't think he's got zap. I think he's just going to have poison, so this is horrible for him. If he E-Wizzes, I can go for a mini P.E.K.K.A. plus minion horde. There's no chance that you have an answer to that. No poison back in cycle. No Electro Wizard. What you going to do when I come for you, brother? Oh, I don't even think I needed a zap. I think that was a huge commitment of elixir for no reason whatsoever. Maybe just because I wanted to stunt on him. A declaration of dominance, if you will. Going in for the zap for no reason whatsoever. Wow. No way. The minion horde just killed the Skeleton King, too. It's almost as if he went down with the sinking ship with the Skeleton King. He's like, you know what? If one of us is going to die, I'm going to die with you. And then he just went down with the tower. Forever fallen, but never forgotten. Okay, so this guy is going to spam in the other side. I want to show you guys this tactic of going in for a giant and pulling whatever bridge spam they drop into the other side. It's a really, really important thing. If you guys can pull this off successfully, you'll get a ton of benefits. I'm going to follow up with my own bats here, and I wonder if he's going to do anything like poison on the bats, because if he does, then he has no elixir to the other side. I think he's going to go for an Electro Wizard, so I want a mini pack at the river. I really want a mini pack at the river. Let's go, guys. No, I'm not able to afford the zap in time. I'm not able to afford the zap in time. Sadness. But I still think I killed the mini pack. Oh, nope, we don't kill the E-Wiz. This is bad. This is bad. Mission abort. He's going to all-in me with the poison right now. Oh, I knew he was good enough to do that. I was hoping he wasn't. This is bad. I got an arrows on that. That wasn't as bad as I thought. Wow, the Skeleton King barely even touched my tower. That was just kind of a mere tickle, if you will. I'm going to go bats, and then mini P.E.K.K.A, and then zap, and then mirror my zap when he skeleton armies, because he's got a skeleton army at the river. Oh, he didn't skeleton army. What is he doing? This man's inting right now. He's not even playing League of Legends out here. He's playing League of Clash Royale, and he would get flamed by his entire teammate. Like, that Electro Wizard, if it was a jungler right now, it'd just be spam pinging him right now. It'd be like, you idiot. What are you doing? You wasted my life. I set you up for success, and then you do that to me? Oh, it was so funny. All right, I'm going to zap. I should be able to shut the rest of it down. He's not going to be able to take the tower, and we have all the power. With 10 seconds remaining, it's just a beautiful sight to see. The countdown is devastating our opponent's mental, and there's no way of him coming back. GG, well played and peace out. It's so satisfying to see a Skeleton King player spam everything that they have at the river with their Skeleton Army, Skeleton King, and just go right into Minion Horde while you just eat up those juicy positive elixir trades. And after that win, we are 3,900, baby. 6,777 trophies just looks so spicy and a pretty lucky number. You gotta love all those sevens. Like, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an awesome rest of your day.